Move to the Cape now. As we heard earlier, Gada Steyn has won the women's race in the Two Oceans Ultramarathon in Cape Town, and Zimbabwean athlete Givemore Mudzinganyama won the men's race. However, in addition, two Cape Town firefighters tackled the half marathon as well, in their firefighting gear, no less, and for a good cause. Jermaine Carlser and Ronaldo Duncan ran for support and donations for the Volunteer Wildlife Service. We are joined by one of those very firefighters and runners now, Jermaine Carlser, who joins me on your screens, as you can see. Jermaine, how are the legs doing after the Two Oceans this morning?
Hi there, good morning to you and your listeners. Listen, we are actually running tomorrow the half marathon. Today was only the ultra marathon, the 56 kilometers. So we are starting tomorrow morning at 20 minutes to 7 when we embark on our journey on that 21 kilometer race.
Well, good luck for tomorrow. I know you'll be in your firefighter kit. How many kilos is that going to add to what you'll be carrying through the route?
I think that will add an extra 6 to 7 kilograms. But you understand that fire gas is not actually manufactured for running. So the heat waste from our bodies that we're going to generate on that route will be one of our major problems. And obviously hydration will be a key factor during the course of that race.
I understand that your fellow runner, Mr. Duncan, has been a firefighter for 13 years based at Solari's Pass Station. Some of the route obviously covers areas that Cape Town's firefighters have been involved in protecting or involved in fighting fires upon, Table Mountain slopes, for example, UCT, where we saw that devastating fire 2 years ago, was it? You'll correct me. Are those memories going to come back to you, or are you going to just be so focused on keeping going with the race that it is unlikely to trigger any memories of being on the job?
Yeah, that fire was actually 2 years ago, that specific fire that you mentioned. But I think our focus should be, or the public's focus should be, not only on the individuals, Jermaine or Ronaldo, but on the cause that we are supporting, and that would be raising funds for Volunteer Wildfire Service, who has been a tremendous partner in the firefighting fraternity and throughout so many years. And I think the key word there would be volunteers. They are volunteering their free time where they could have spent it with their loved ones, with their family, with friends, but they come out and help and assist us side by side in extinguishing these blazes, be it on Table Mountain, be it the Alderburg area, wherever the fires must rage, especially during the peak fire season.
Certainly, and I mean, as far as I understand it, people come in as volunteers, they go through a training process based at Newlands Forest, where the helicopter landing spot is as well, and then are on standby for when duty calls. You have a Facebook page where you are calling for further support for this run you're doing in support of the Volunteer Wildlife Service. How are donations looking, and how do people find you if they want to support the run you're doing tomorrow?
Well, 2 days ago, I think it was standing on 10,000. Remember, this was only actioned about, say, a week and a half ago. And people can visit Volunteer Wildfire Services. They go onto their website, and there's a link that takes you straight to the donation page. And I think they are an invaluable tool for us as a fire service. Remember, that's a non-profit organization, and they solely rely on donations from the public for the gear, for the sustenance, for fuel, and for maintenance. So any amount would suffice, and any amount would actually help them to carry on with the work that they are doing.
And that website is www.vws.org.za. Jermaine, just to underline that point you're raising, you're being very modest to say it's not about you and Mr. Duncan running tomorrow, but about the cause that you're supporting. I don't know if you've still got me on the line there, but can you give us a sense of really, in a little bit more detail, what these volunteers do and who they are and how it helps the city in curbing fires that can spread and cause absolutely devastating consequences?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, especially during the summer season, we've got fires all over Table Mountain, we've got fires in the Alderburg region, the deep south lakeside area. And these are men and women that obviously have jobs. And after they finish their work, they get called out, and when we need assistance with other agencies, then they come out to the fire line, work throughout the evening, finish the job, go home, take a quick shower, go back to work. And if they need to be on the fire line again, and then they come straight back to that, to assisting us. And I mean, training one of those personnel, the volunteer firefighters, is Claire said it's about 6,000 rand. So any bit of donation would really be appreciated from towards them.
Absolutely. Well, we are wishing you and your colleague the best of luck tomorrow when you hit the route. I think it was 20 to 7, you said, bright and early start on a Sunday morning. And if you have been watching and would like to donate to that volunteer wildfire service in the Cape, you can go to www.vws.org.za. Jermaine Carlson there, one of the runners raising funds for those wildfire volunteers in the Cape.